One of the questions I get most frequently is, do I build my online store with Shopify or do I build it with WooCommerce? And today I want to talk to you about the pros and the cons for both. Okay, so let's start with the pros for WooCommerce. The first pro is that it's a website that complements the existing website that you may have. The chances are that you are like the other 30% of the world and you've built your website using WordPress. The great thing about WooCommerce is that with a plugin, you can just connect it, install it, and you're ready to sell online. This means that you have access to many different abilities and many different plugins for you to be able to offer a lot more function within your site. The next pro is you have unlimited personalization. As WordPress and WooCommerce is an open source platform, it means that there are thousands of developers out there creating lots of functions and lots of plugins for you. So you can do many things, whether it's thinking about chat within the website, you've got many options, whether it's about doing things like shipping tables, whether it's about how you present the product and the kind of products you can add, digital, physical, etc., and much more. The themes for WordPress are designed for everybody, which means that there are so many developers developing and creating themes for WordPress, you'll be able to find the right theme for you. It also means because there are so many thousands of themes in the marketplace, it brings the marketplace prices for themes down as there is so much competition, making it a cheaper alternative. The next one is a powerful SEO tool. Due to the fact that WordPress's original founding was as a blogging platform, you have real deep access to the metadata and to the information within each individual one of the pages. And then you have really great plugins like Yoast that allows you to do even more and allow you to pre-visualize what something's going to look like, target exactly the kind of keywords you want to have, and much more. So when you want to look at SEO, without a doubt, WordPress is the most powerful platform to do that in. So let's talk about the cons. We have two. The first one, lack of technical support. Now, WooCommerce doesn't really have quite as good support as Shopify, which means you're resorted to having to create tickets or try to find answers to your questions on forums. This is okay, it is manageable, but it's a much more hands-off approach. The second con is that there is a lack of security on your site. Let me explain a bit more about this. Essentially, because they have so many different plugins, some of them can be very insecure and used by people with not very positive intentions to be able to hack into your website using those plugins. So it's very important that when you use a plugin, you need to check to see its rating and that it's frequently updated. Okay, let's talk about Shopify and let's start with the pros. The first pro is it's easy to implement and use. Shopify is for you to have an all-in-one, simple, integrated solution. All you have to do is log on, use it, and you'll find out that it's an incredibly intuitive interface. It's designed for people that are not web developers and want to build a shop and get it up and running as fast as possible. An online store with your own hosting. Shopify takes care of everything to do with hosting. It takes care of where you're going to store the site. It even takes care of the SSL and security of your site. And you don't have to worry about downtimes of your site, having to renew your certificates, having to renew your hosting, speed up your hosting, etc. So you don't have to worry about hosting. It's there, it's taken care of. The third pro is it's an adaptable growth. Shopify is scalable in a way that is incredible. It doesn't matter if you start with 10 products or you go on to have 1,000 products, the experience and the speed will continue to be the same because Shopify really optimizes that experience in their infrastructure for you not have to worry about that. The next is quality technical support 24/7. One of the great things about Shopify is you have got technical support in Spanish or in English and many other languages available to you should you want to speak with somebody and get a more hands-on support on the live chat. Next, we have integrations with multiple platforms. You can integrate Shopify to all the most primary and used platforms such as Facebook, such as FedEx. It has really great integration with many different platforms right off the gate, built in. Okay, now let's talk about some of the cons. There's two primary cons. The first one is that you have to really understand code if you want to personalize your store, and not just any code. WordPress and WooCommerce is built on CSS and HTML, which is a lot more readily available. Whilst with Shopify, you need to know a language called Liquid. There's a lot less people that know this. So being able to really customize your site is a lot more difficult and potentially a lot more expensive. The next downside to this is the quantity and price of themes. Because so many less people are creating themes for Shopify, it means there is a lot less of them available, which brings up the price of the themes. And it's not that hard to find a theme that could cost you between, $80 and $240 to get a good theme for your online store. So in conclusion, the way I tell my customers or my clients the difference between the two, Shopify is the Apple of online stores. WooCommerce is the Windows or PC of the online stores, because what it allows you to do with Shopify is easy, intuitive, everybody gets it, perfectly integrated inside the walled garden. Whereas WooCommerce, it's a lot more adaptable. You can do a lot more things with it. You can have a lot more control. So if you are after something that you want to have an opportunity to save some money, WooCommerce is a great option for you, and it gives you a lot more control. If, on the other hand, you're after something that is really easy to use, really intuitive, something where you have really fantastic applications for support, then Shopify is probably the right one for you. Now, what do you think? I want you to leave some comments below and let me know, which one do you use, or which one would you use, or which one for you is the best one in your opinion and why?